Boom, stand actor. So there's this secret I want to reveal. I've been contemplating. I was talking to my assistant, yes, should I release it? And this is probably one of the biggest mistakes that most people make, and I'm going to be revealing it in this song. It's pretty much very simple but very technical. In every DAW, let's just dive in. There's no much to, there's no time to waste time. There's what we call delay compensation, which simply means every plugin you use has a little bit of latency that it will add to that channel. Imagine that a producer who has, produced his song using all the right phases, everything is hitting the right way, hitting together. By the time it gets to the engineer, or by the time you must have finished producing the song, maybe you are the one mixing the song sounds very nice. Then after mixing, the artist, everything, to yourself and the artist, everything sounds incoherent, sounds weak, sounds out of phase. The punchiness is no longer there, most especially depth. The first thing you will lose from the song is depth. That's why after producing the song, by the time you mix, everything will be out of phase. Everything would sound different. The person will be telling you, but when we recorded this song was fine now. Everything will sound too processed. This is one of the problems you might be facing, most especially as a beginner who is just starting. And I will tell you in this video how you can avoid it totally and how you can minimize it. That's the essence of my teaching. This is a class. It's not just where you use. I'm not doing skit or content. It's a class. So drop everything you are doing and focus. Having established that we have what we call delay compensation, and what that means is that if you add any plugin, depending on the plugin, it will add a certain amount of shift. Imagine you have plugin A here, you have plugin B here, you have plugin C here. You compress, you add 3 compressor on a kick, you add 1 compressor on a key, and in most cases you don't have any EQ or any compressor on the snare. What happens is that the kick will not shift from the snare. There will be a time shift, which will cause a kind of phase shift, and it will now result to lack of punchiness, lack of depth, because the way the producer produced it, or the way you produced it before initially, that was correct, has now been shifted. So it's just like you are using 2 things that are not in phase, that are out of phase. You know what will happen. I don't even need to explain it because you're already into the game, so you know what will happen. So imagine you have this thing with different plugins shifting everything out of phase. What will happen? This now is common sense. That is why I always use the word common sense when I'm teaching. It's common sense, but it's very critical. It's very technical. Now let's go here and see how to avoid it. If you check this song, the song has a lot of depth. I tried as much as possible to retain. Of course, that's what I do every time, to retain the punchiness, everything. So this is what I did. What you do is, I haven't boxed everything. I have all the boxes here, which is the vocal, the background vocal, the drum, the melody, the bass, log drum, and what have you. So what did I do? If you look at my boxes, I'm using the same plugin. This secret is a top secret. The likes of Chris Lord, which is CLA, the likes of Andrew Sheps, if that is correct. This is what they retain. This is what they do. That's why, and most big engineers, this is what they follow. And if you don't know it, sorry for you. You might be lacking behind. If you play this song in a club, I'm telling you, the DJ is going to feel it. This very particular song, most of my songs. I'm letting out this secret because I love my followers. I want everybody to grow. So this is how to avoid it entirely. Then I'll now go tell you how to minimize it. Take a look at my boxes. All the plugins that you have here is what you have here. This is background. The only difference here is the reverb. All the plugins you have here is what you have here. It's what you have here. It's what you have here. All the plugins, they are the same. So my drums, everything you have here, they are almost the same. This is how you will reduce to the barest minimum. So everything you are hearing here now, they are playing together. You still feel that strongness of the drum because there is no time shift. Even if there is, it will be very minimal. It will not even be significant to the extent that it will affect the song. Do you get?
Yes, me, you not believe saying man go upgrade. All of them now done the regret. Remember back then for
Can you hear that? So what I will advise now is use little or no plugin. Do everything, most of the stuff manually. So if for instance now you want to EQ this snare, use the channel strip. Look, you see what I did here? Don't use plugin, use this guy here. This will not add any latency. Use the channel strip on the EQ on the channel. Don't be afraid to use that. There is no difference, because if you want to compress the something, you want to control anything low, use what there is almost all the DAW has it. Use the dedicated or the default EQ or compressor here. This will minimize it. If you want to tweak anything individually, use any plugin that is default on the channel strip, on the channel. Do you get? Then on the stuff, any plugin you add here, bring it here. Even if you are not using it. If you can see my drum now, it has this guy, but I'm not using it. Just to retain the time. Do you get now? If you look at this plugin now, it's on the drum. I'm not using it. It's just on. So it will add its own whatever, but it will go back to the timing. So if the bass is hitting together with it, it will go back. Look at my bass, my melody. It's there. I'm not using it. Look at it. I'm not using it. It's off. Look at them. They are all off. So it will shift anything that has that punch that is hitting together. There will be no time shift. Look at my log drum, most especially my log drum. So my log drum now will be in time with my drum. Can you see it? There is limiter in my log drum. In my bass, there is this guy, but I'm not using them. So I'm trying to shift them almost the same time. I'm trying to put them in time. So if you try this, I'm telling you must come back to this channel and testify. Then, going back to how you can minimize it, reduce the number of plugins you use. Stick to EQ, compressor, maybe saturator, and limiter. Reduce it. The more plugins you use, the more you hurt your track. Except for professional reasons, you know what you are doing. If you know what you are doing, you can, no problem. But if you are still starting, try to minimize the number of plugins you use. Don't kill yourself over plugins. Use your channel plugins, the one that is on the channel, dedicated on the channel. Use the EQ here. Don't be scared. Do you get? So my next tutorial now will be how to use serial compressor. Serial compression, because one of my students actually asked me this question, and I want to let everybody know. It's just that the difference between you and my student is he will be able to react, he will be able to ask me questions based off of anything I drop here, anything I teach here. But you, if you ask me, I'll just type. But if he asks me, I might be able to even do a video for him explaining further. Do you get? That's just the difference. But I'm still going to teach it here in details. How to use serial compression. Why should I use two compressors? Why? So because somebody asked me this thing, one of my students, so I'm going to teach it how to use serial compression. Serial compression. Why do people use serial compressors? I've reviewed it on one of my misses before, but I'm still going to show you in details here.